What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy Asmongold. Today we're going to be talking about how to get Herald of the Titans. I did the challenge mode video about how to gear for that, and so I figured I might as well make a video on how to gear for Herald of the Titans too, because it's a lot more specific. First thing is you have to be level 80, and if you're not level 80, you just can't get the achievement. So you can't go in there at level 90 with 226 gear or whatever. The way it works is that all of the gear that you have to have, this is my Herald of the Titans character. I've done it 4 times total on 3 different characters, and so I definitely know how to do this, and I'm going to show you guys how to do it too. At this point, you can actually 2-man Herald of the Titans, and there are a lot of videos on YouTube showing people doing that. But if you get a full group of people who have the gear, the odds are you're going to be able to one-shot it very easily. If there's really any communication going on at all. Basically, for your gear, you have to make sure that you have item level 226 gear equipped. And yeah, I have that, and I got Herald of the Titans, so it's not that hard. Don't worry. And 226 gear, if you have anything higher than 226 and you do Herald of the Titans, you won't get the achievement. And the exception for that is your weapons. Your weapons can be 232. And basically, the way this works is that you can use any 226 gear and any gear below 226. So if you have like an item level 117 green bracers with arcane resistance, that counts. But if the item level was 317, it wouldn't count. It has to be all under 226 for your gear and 232 for your weapon. And so now we can talk about the places where you can get 226 and 232 gear. Basically, Nax 25 all drops 213 gear, and Kel'Thuzad drops 226 gear, and so does Saffron. The necklace you can kill, you get a quest item from Saffron, and you turn it in for a necklace to do Malagos. That is also a 226 item with a socket. And again, the same with the challenge modes is you want to have items with sockets, and the reason for that is basically you can use epic gems in the sockets, and so that's kind of a way for you to boost up your own damage and power, and that's kind of a really big thing with this, because I mean it's not a hard thing to do, but at the same time you want to go in there with the best chance possible, and so you want to have all epic gems. You know how I don't, but I have 1 or 2. I don't really need them, but I was gonna respect his character anyway. It doesn't matter. So you can do Nax 25. Anything out of Nax 25 will do. Anything out of Malagos 25 will also do. Malagos 25 is also a good alternative for getting items, because Malagos 25 also drops 226 gear, and Malagos 10 drops 213. Another alternative is Sartharian 25-man heroic mode, or with the 3 drakes or whatever. That also drops 226 gear. And so you can look at all of those items, all of those places, and the items in there before you even think about going to Ulduar. The odds are, if you clear all instances that you that can drop gear that you can use for Herald of the Titans in 1 week, you'll probably gear yourself out in 1 week with gear that's acceptable to do the achievement. In Ulduar 10, all gear is usable from Ulduar 10, because the heroic gear that drops out of Ulduar 10 is 226 gear and 232 weapons. There are no 232 pieces of gear that drop out of Ulduar 10-man hard mode. Besides that, you can also do Ulduar 25-man, but the thing with that is you cannot use the heroic items from Ulduar 25-man because they are item level 239. And some other things that people might not think of is the TOC 5-mans are also an alternative. The TOC 5-man achievements, instances, the 5-man normal one drops item level 200 gear, and the 5-man heroic one drops 219 gear. And this 219 gear, as you can see right here, that's actually from, what's it called? TOC 20, or 10.5. Oh my god. Oh my. Get confused with all the item levels. This is from TOC 5 heroic, and this is from TOC 5 normal. And so both of these items are in my tanking set for Herald of the Titans. And the good thing is obviously this ring has a socket in it, so it makes it a little bit better. And it also has parry, which is completely useless for my class. So you win some, you lose some. Anyway, besides that, You can also do the ICC 5-mans for weapons, and the 5-mans normally drop 219 gear, and the 5-mans on heroic will drop 232 gear, and that's a good alternative, especially for your weapons, because there's a lot of weapons that drop out of there, and those are repeatable every day, and you can do 3 of them. Forge of Souls, Pit of Saran, and Halls of Reflection, and you can do all 3 of those on heroic every day, on top of doing the normal modes to get other items too. You can do those as many times as you want. And so that's a really good way to kind of gear yourself out and just be ready for this achievement very quickly. Another alternative is TOC 10. And again, TOC 10 drops all 232 gear on normal mode. And so you want to make sure you do on normal mode. On heroic, TOC 10 drops 245 gear. And so you want to make sure you do TOC 10 normal. And basically you can also get weapons out of there. And any item that's 232 will work for your weapon slot, and any item that's 226 will also work for your equipment slot. And so besides that, I'll kind of give you guys some tips about how to find a group and everything. The best place to find a group is going to be Open Raid. People do a lot of achievement runs for this title pretty regularly, and you can pretty much get into a group even if you don't really have that great gear, because the odds are the group's probably not going to be full. Just because, I mean, as I said, you can 2-man it, so if there's 6 people in the group and they're like, hey, can I come? I kind of suck. They're probably going to take you because they can't. There's nothing to lose. You know what I mean? And so that's kind of something you want to be aware of. On top of that, you can also use OQ, and I would not suggest doing that, but it is an alternative. You can use the WoW forums, the achievement and guild advancement forums. Used to have a lot of groups for Herald of the Titans, and you can always check there for runs also. As I said before, this is a pretty simple and straightforward achievement. It's just very important that you remember that you need to make sure. As you can see, here's the achievement. I've completed it on this character also. This is the last time I did it on him. Yeah, Porkins. And he's higher level than 10-player Ulduar. So because a lot, this is very important. I'm going to say it one more time before I finish the video, is you need to have all of your gear needs to be item level 226 or lower, and all of your weapon slots need to be item level 232 or lower. And so anything outside of that, you can use Cataclysm flasks, anything else. It's just the only real limitation is you also have to be level 90, 80, 80, 80. You have to be level 80. And there's the gear requirement, and that's it. If you go in there and you do that, you're going to be able to get the achievement no problem. I'm not really going to explain how to do Algalon. I think that there are a lot of guides that show how to do that. If you need help with that, let me know, and if there's enough people, I will make a video about that, but I don't really think that it's necessary. So anyway, that's pretty much all I've got for you guys. Just make sure that you optimize your character, especially with the Cataclysm flasks and Cataclysm food buffs. And you want to look at other things like that that can kind of boost your stats past the point to where they were, I guess, like expected to be at for the achievement to make it easier. And so just make sure that you're aware of that and you're pretty much on top of it. And that's all I've got for you guys. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.